Well, I think, as often, there's a lot of hype, and one has to cut through the hype. I think, and of course, look, every new development has risks and benefits, and we have to think carefully about what those are. I'm not as concerned as some people are, but AI, partly because I think that AI is neither artificial nor intelligent at this point. And I think we're a long way from artificial general intelligence. You're right. Most of the chat browsers are, they regurgitate beautifully. They regurgitate stuff that they've read off the web.
Hmm.
But and you have to be very careful. That's why maybe because of my age, I find I very rarely use them. I'd rather do the research myself.
Hmm.
But there will be developments that are going to change the way we live. AI is one example of something that probably in many ways will change the kind of jobs, what people do, but it doesn't necessarily make it mean it's good or bad. It's just going to be different, and we need to anticipate that. What I do worry about more than anything is not the potential of AI destroying the world so much, certainly in the near term, as much as certain companies, if wealth becomes concentrated in such a way that the companies that have the best AI can go light years ahead of other companies, then you're going to see, sure, you're going to displace a lot of people's jobs, and and that wealth is going to go into one place. You know, I would love if we had a situation where AI was able to do many people's jobs, but the rest of us were able to go and sit in the coffee shop and read books or listen to music and have nice discussions. That would be fine. It would actually maybe be a better world if many of the jobs that currently people have they free up their time, more productivity, more wealth. And if it was somehow spread so people benefited from that development, it'd be fine. But I suspect what's going to happen is, and we already see it happening, is that mega wealthy individuals and companies will develop, because they have the resources, potential AIs that uh, allow them to access a huge amount of resources and wealth, and if we don't recognize that many people are going to be displaced, then it's going to cause huge dislocations of society that could be a problem. I think we
Hmm.
have to think about these things. But when I think I wrote a book before this last book called The Edge of Knowledge, and I talked about consciousness and AI. And when people talk about how AI is going to destroy everything, I like to go back, because I like to do history, to what was originally the ninth century BC, and then it went to the sixth century when writing was first developed in ancient Greece. Okay, well, you had people like Plato saying that writing was going to destroy the world, because people would forget how to tell stories, and you couldn't communicate as well with someone by reading their stuff as opposed to face. Well, writing did change the world, but as an author, I don't think it made the world a worse place. It just changed it. It made it different. And I suspect AI, just like smartphone. Look, when I was young, no one was wandering around staring at these things wherever they go, and that's bad, but also good. The bad part is that we're disconnected from each other. The good part is that I can access so much of what I need on this. But as an educator, there's more information, but there's also more information in this device than I could ever imagine. And so we have to teach children. Teaching should be done differently. It used to be we teach them facts in schools, but facts aren't as important as the ability to think critically and be able to tell the wheat from the chaff. We have to teach people how to search critically and question what they see and look broadly at different sources, because that's important, because there's a lot of stuff here that's good and a lot of stuff here that's bad, and if you can't tell the difference, then you're in trouble.